everyone, and welcome to our webinar. My name is Pratibha Rao, and I'm the principal of Emirates International School, Jumeirah. At EISJ, we offer the IB continuum of all 4 IB programs: the primary years program, the middle years program, the diploma program, and the career-related program. Over the years, our external examination results have been excellent, with 100% diploma pass rate in the most recent session of 2020. We are a co-ed school with around 2,000 students aged 3 to 19 from 80 different nationalities. As the UAE celebrates 50 years, EIS Jumeirah will celebrate 30 years of existence as the first IB World School in this country. The school was established by the Al Habtoor Group as a community service initiative with the mission to provide a holistic, rigorous international education to prepare our students to become global citizens. Over the past 28 years, we have graduated over 1,500 young men and women. Our current students, therefore, benefit from this vast network of EISJ alumni across the world. They are closely connected with the school as members of the School Advisory Council, guest speakers, providing professional development, some even returning as teachers or parents. Our spacious campus is located in the heart of Dubai and is very easily accessible. The open, well-appointed spaces have enabled us to provide face-to-face learning 5 days a week during this pandemic. During the course of this webinar, while we are explaining to you about our curriculum, please feel free to send in any questions you may have using the chat option. I would now like to invite our Head of Primary, Ms. Exley, to present the Primary Years program. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mrs. Rao. My name is Barbara Exley. I'm Head of Primary at Emirates International School, Jumeirah. Our Early Learning Department aims to give our children the best possible start in their early development. We pride ourselves on ensuring our teachers are highly experienced and bring with them a wealth of knowledge and understanding, building positive, nurturing relationships with every child. We have carefully considered our facility to ensure all children have access to an inspiring, purposeful, play-based learning environment in which all children make amazing progress. At Emirates International School, children become responsible for their own learning, even as early as 3 years old, and are encouraged daily to become confident, reflective, and risk-taking. Our early years has been awarded outstanding for its teaching and learning, ensuring every child has the opportunity to build excellent foundations at the beginning of their learning journey. Moving into years 1 to 6, the IB curriculum encourages all students to experience real-life situations, which enhances their learning. So many of our lessons are very practical. IB schools aim to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. Inquiry drives the learning forward for students to make connections themselves. They are active participants in their lessons, in their learning, moving knowledge from short-term memory to long-term memory through these connections. A mixture of factual, conceptual, and debatable questions are used to extend learning. Students are encouraged to think critically and to always strive to reach potential and beyond. Students, even from a young age, are part of and are central to the learning process. All students follow the same units of inquiry, but the learning is personalised to their needs across all subject areas. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Shirley Harrison, the head of the high school, and thank you.
Hello, I'm Shirley Harrison and I'm Head of High School here at EISJ. I'm going to give you a brief introduction to high school today, but please do get in touch with me directly if you'd like to learn more about what makes EISJ the best choice for your child, or if you'd like to talk to us about how we can support your child. Students are with us in high school from Year 7 through to their graduation at the end of Year 13. We're non-selective, firmly believing that every student deserves the opportunity to be a successful learner. We're an inclusive school, welcoming students from all over the world. Many of our students join us with no prior experience of IB, often mid-year. Our teachers are accustomed to supporting these students and ensure that they're quickly settled into school life. We offer a personalised transition which supports students even before admission. Multilingualism is at the heart of IB, and we offer opportunities for students who are new to English to develop their language skills. For years 7 to 11, students follow what's called the middle years programme. At the end of year 11, our students will then complete the IB continuum by following the IB diploma programme or the IB careers related programme. Our aim is to deliver a curriculum that not only challenges our students, but which transforms the way that students see and interact with the world. International mindedness is a key feature of our school. Students develop a globally focused mindset which enables them to cooperate, innovate and succeed. IB is an inquiry-driven curriculum where students are asked to consider the world in a conceptual way. They're given the tools to ask demanding questions of themselves and the world around them. We believe that education should encompass the development of the whole individual, and we have an emphasis on academic, creative, social and physical growth. And while times may still feel a little uncertain, our standards and our offer remain consistently high quality and ambitious at all times. Every curriculum programme is underpinned by rigorous knowledge. What makes IB different is the way in which some key ideas about education are formalised within the assessment of the various programmes. This is shown really clearly in what's called the MYP Personal Project. This is basically a passion project where students explore an area of personal interest over an extended period of time. 3 terms, in fact. Year on year, we see wonderful examples of creativity, problem solving, personal growth and entrepreneurship through the personal project process. Students identify possible projects from their learning within the classroom. They then research, plan and create their product and outcome. They present to a wide audience and seek feedback and critique on what they've done. This allows our students to learn about themselves and how they can be agents of change and innovation. IB is underpinned by an exceptionally strong philosophy, which essentially demands that not only do young people learn about themselves within the world, but that they're active in making the world better. It always makes me feel really optimistic about our future when I see what our amazing young people can do. Service learning is an essential component of all IB programmes. This allows students to extend their learning beyond the classroom walls and into the community. It gives them the opportunity to connect with and to contribute to the real world. IB is also different from other curricula in that links between subjects are formalised in what's called interdisciplinary learning. Subjects make authentic links to other subjects through the exploration of concepts and contexts. Unlike other curriculum models, assessment in NYP can be personalised so that every child has the opportunity to demonstrate their learning in meaningful ways. And the forward-thinking approach of the IB programme is most evident in the e-assessments, which mark the end of the middle years programme. This is an award-winning online approach to assessment, which offers students really engaging contexts in which they can demonstrate their learning. Having completed the MYP in Year 11, our students can then choose either the diploma programme or the careers-related programme. Both programmes lead to university, In fact, universities around the world acknowledge that IB students are strongly prepared and adapt very successfully to undergraduate life. This is a consequence of a rigorous and broad academic offer and a strong core which promotes critical thinking and global citizenship. The diploma involves 3 compulsory components alongside 6 subjects which students choose. Creativity, action and service formalises the notions of service and change, which make the IB distinct from other curricula. Our learners follow a challenging course called Theory of Knowledge, which enables them to understand themselves as learners. The final part of the core is what's called Extended Essay, an independent, self-directed piece of research which culminates in a 4,000-word paper. EISJ is one of the few schools in Dubai authorised to deliver the IB career-related programme, an innovative alternative to the diploma. Our first cohort of students completed the programme in 2016, and we have a track record of 100% success. In the CP, students choose 3 subjects and combine this with a core and a career-related study. As well as the CP qualification, students also gain an internationally recognised and benchmarked BTEC qualification. This route also leads directly to university. EISJ is the most experienced IB school in Dubai, and many of our teachers are examiners and subject leaders for IB, so your children are in safe hands. Our external outcomes in all programmes are strong. Subject outcomes in EISJ are above world average in all categories. Our students achieve some of the highest graded outcomes, not only in the Middle East, but across the world. We are really proud of this achievement, as it ensures that all of our students have a foundation to go on to greater success. We have a clear focus on learning, but we believe young people need to develop all-round skills, and this is further developed in an extensive extracurricular offer. Our commitment to sport and well-being is strong. We're keen advocates for participation, for excellence and for competition. The arts matter to us, and we nurture talent and enthusiasm. We offer a full programme of local and international visits to enhance learning. Destinations include Europe, the US, as well as an annual Umrah. We're represented at World Scholars Cup each year. We're active within the Model United Nations organisation and also host our own EISM conference. We're also licensed to deliver the Duke of Edinburgh International Award Programme. We are a true community school. We appreciate the support of our parent community and firmly believe we're partners in educating your children for life. We offer a genuine open door policy, and parents often become firm friends of the school. When you join us at EISJ, you become a part of a family where you have a voice and where your views matter. We never forget that you are trusting us with the most precious thing that you have, and we strive to provide the best possible care and individual support for your child. Students flourish at EISJ. We're a nurturing community where young people thrive and where everyone is challenged, supported and well prepared for whatever comes next. We're looking forward to welcoming your child. We're going to move now to the question and answer session. Thank you for the questions that you've been offering to us during the webinar. Ms. Pratibha Rao is now going to lead us through some of those questions. Thanks for listening.
So Ms. Pratibha's not able to be with us this afternoon, unfortunately, but we are dealing with a number of questions that have come through, so we will be answering those for you now. Ms. Barbara, could I ask you to answer this one? We have a number of parents who are wondering about how easy it is to transfer from a different curriculum programme into IB.
Dubai being a very transient country, we get students all the time from different countries, from different curricula. And what we do is we look at the base knowledge that student has within the school that they've been in before, and we work on that to introduce them to the philosophy behind the IB. The main difference is if a student hasn't come from a curriculum where they've been taught to learn independently or maybe collaboratively, because this is a huge part of what the IB curriculum is all about. So, as I said, we look at the child, we look at the base knowledge, but every child is an individual, no matter which curriculum they've come from, and we work on that to make sure the student progresses with that and becomes very much an IB student.
Thanks, Miss Barbara. Ms. Sabana, quite a number of parents are wondering how they can register their child. Can you just talk us through what their next steps should be, please?
Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Shirley, for the question. The application process in Emirates International School Jumeirah is an online application. So you would have to visit our school website, and under the admissions form, we have the online application. You can apply now for the academic year running, which is academic year 2021, and also for the next academic year starting in September 2021.
Thanks, Ms. Sabana, that's really helpful. Ms. Christina, we've got some parents who would like to know a little bit more about our approach to inclusion. Could you talk us through the school's philosophy, please?
Sure, thank you very much. Many parents are asking if we are inclusive, how are we inclusive, and the best way of define how are we inclusive or why are we inclusive is because we care. We have an inclusion department that has established at present an array of strategies that permeate all subjects. Through them, we make sure that not only there is an early identification of whatever the condition might be, but also we do a follow-up and a progress enhancement. With that in mind, we also understand that in some cases, in some extreme cases, some students might require extra accommodations, either as a form of extra time for exams or personalized treatment, and these are done respecting their privacy, respecting by working either with the inclusion department personnel or with outside providers within the school premises during the school hours. We understand that diversity and inclusion are a source of enrichment, and not only for the school, but for all the students. And this makes a reflection of society, and fostering is a collaboratively spirit throughout the entire alumni. Finally, I would say that internationalism is one of the fundamental characters, and you mentioned it before in the UAE. This Dubai especially is a melting pot of cultures and languages, and we understand that many students arrive to the school, sorry about that, with developing English language skills, and we advocate for a mixed approach, one that is based on immersion, but also that reinforces language development, privately for those students that need it. As I said at the beginning, we care, and as you mentioned and Ms. Barbara mentioned as well, we are a community school with an open door policy in which we want parents to work together so we can be really inclusive. I would say that's what makes us a really inclusive school.
Thank you, Ms. Christina, and that's certainly what I see when I'm out and about on campus. That's very much the spirit of EIS. Ms. Sabana, another question for you. Ms. Fatima in our audience is asking if we conduct school tours, and if so, how does a parent go about coming onto campus for a school tour? Can you help us out with that one, please? Ms. Sabana, you're just on mute at the moment. Thank you.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Thank you, Shirley, for the question. We have scheduled school tours on Mondays and Wednesdays, but we also do special school tours during the week. You can book for a school tour through our on our school website, or you can also call the school landline. We can definitely accommodate and do it on other times and on other days also, except Mondays and Wednesdays.
That's great, Ms. Sabana. Thank you. Ms. Barbara, we've got another parent who would like to know about what's our model of education at the moment. Are we face-to-face or are we distance learning? Could you talk about that for us, please?
Yes, of course. What's happened over the year is that we've had more and more students coming into school to be face-to-face, although we started with the majority last September as well. So when we started last academic year, we had face-to-face classes, and then we had exclusive distance learning classes taught by one of our teachers. As the year has progressed, we've had a few students who've had to leave us temporarily from face-to-face. Maybe it was a COVID-related issue, maybe it was a family issue. So what we then introduced, we introduced a hybrid program, which means that the child remains in the class with the teacher, but virtually. So that when the child has finished the time that they have to spend at home, they are then welcomed back into the same class. But if they wish to be on permanent distance learning, as I said, they go to an exclusive distance learning teacher.
Thanks, Miss Barbara. And I think probably the final question that we have time for today, we have a parent who is asking if we take children in all year groups in the high school. So I think if I answer that question, you will find that some schools, some secondary schools in Dubai, put a cap on the year at which children can enter school. And they do that because of reasons connected with examination entry. I'm very proud, very happy to say that we are able to take children into the high school at EISJ from year 7 right the way through to year 12. For year 13, unfortunately, we have to work with some restrictions from IB. So if a child is coming from an IB education, we can accommodate them into year 13. I would reiterate, as with every aspect of moving school, it's always really useful just to have a conversation with school about your personal circumstances. So please do talk to us if you want to know more about admission to the different year groups. So those are all the questions that we have time for this afternoon, but we are really happy to talk individually with any family about how we can support their child. So please, can I urge you to follow up with my colleague, Ms. Sabana, our registrar. She will talk you through the process and she'll support you with registration. Alternatively, please do feel free to reach out to any of the team in EISJ and we will do what we can to help you. We are all tremendously proud of EISJ and we are passionate about educating young people to be happy and successful within our school community. We are absolutely convinced that we can be a great choice for your child and we are looking forward to you becoming part of our family. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much and bye from me.